This is the first series match between Team Haxx and Team Elo. Special thanks go out to Ganon for providing the lost footage from the system crash. You can find a link to his Twitch in the video description below. The audio from the system crash was preserved, so I tried to align the audio to the video as best I could. This is the second match in this $100 prize Zero Cup tournament, having watched Team CC defeat Team 2Easy moments before. The winner of this match will move on to the second series to face Team BZH. The loser will be sent down to the loser's bracket to face a loser in the next series. Here we go. First game between Haxx and Elo.
The defense points they give you for the hostage are very hard to defend, so this map's not so much about trying to save the hostage as it is trying to beat the offense.
Yes. So for Team Haxx, we have Damo, AstroPolski, and Damo. For Team Elo, we have Gluumy, Weaz, and BONEDADDY. All names pretty familiar in the Elo matches that have been casted before. So some pretty familiar faces.
Very familiar and all very good, very talented.
Yeah. So we have BONEDADDY with the MP7 and Wedge. Weaz is going with the Mac Daddy and the sticky cam that he's going to place halfway down that fourth floor hall. That's kind of what you want to do. Gluumy's got the MP7. He's going to play the window with that armor. You gotta make sure that you avoid sticking out too much that you get shot on the approach. It looks like all of Team Haxx is going to move in as an element on the emergency entrance. M4 for Damo, and it looks like Astro and Damo are going to preserve their stamina. Damo's looking right at that window where Gluumy's at, but doesn't see Gluumy enough to take the shot. And Gluumy's in a position to get the repel shot. Oh, that only does a little damage to Damo. This felt like it should have done more.
This is one of those popular angles in the game to try to get those offense players off very early, but it's also very dangerous for the defense.
And it looks like Damo and Astro will swap sides. Astro's now going to play that window. Gluumy is going to pull back to the long haul and just kind of figure out which side he wants to go on. No one's playing the long haul. There's no sights for Team Haxx. They typically like to play more as an element, like together. They stick together, and that could be a very effective attack when you're just trying to just punch through one spot.
And it looks like the defense is kind of doing some sort of triangular formation. They're all pretty spread out up there, each taking a wing.
Yeah, and that's an effective defense on this map. I mean, we have two teams here that really know what they're doing on playing Hotel Trouble. Seen it a lot on the Elo matches, and that triangle formation is definitely the best kind of defense when you're in that fourth floor position. Damo and Damo are both in room 304 and 302. Astro is now in that long haul position, looking down to get sights. No one's actually getting in that long haul trap.
Yeah, Astro's going to be sort of their eyes and ears, I guess, to tell them when they can push up.
Yeah, Team Elo is actually avoiding that trap of peeking the long haul, because especially with the scar at the other end of it, that's an easy way to get taken out. You like to get curious sometimes, and curiosity can kill you.
Certainly. But that unfortunately is looking like the way they are going to have to do it here. It's really the only way to get up there.
Yeah, Damo's already used his first utility nade, second utility still in hand. Astro looking right where that sticky cam is. That's a well-known spot. So now there's less information there. Gluumy takes out Damo. And Gluumy will go ahead and peek out again, trying to just pick them off one at a time, which is kind of what you need to do when they're bunched up together like that.
Yeah, having two attackers is going to make that push a lot harder, and they don't have enough time to regroup, really.
Yeah, both Astro and Damo know where Gluumy is. But if they're not looking at the right, Gluumy takes out Damo and Astro. And Team Haxx will go down on elimination.
And was that a three-man ace by Gluumy?
You're right. Yes, that was. Three-man ace for Gluumy. 410 damage. The way damage is calculated in this game is by bullet impact, not the actual health taken away from the players. So just keep that in mind if you see shotguns used. In the case of nades, 0 damage is added, but the kill still counts. Astro's the only one who did damage there at all, 62. And I think we saw a well-done attack by Team Haxx there. That was not a failure on their part. It was just a better defense.
Yeah, I would say that was very evenly matched.
And you have Gluumy with the MP7 and armor. BONEDADDY, he's got the Scar and Wedge. Weaz has the M4 and Sticky Cam. And now as we enter the action phase, it will be once again all of Team Haxx moving in as a unit on the emergency entrance.
It looks like it's going to be sort of a battle again with those window angles.
Yeah, you always have to be concerned about the window when you're coming in the emergency entrance. Looks like they are probably going to set up to do a rappel to go right into that second floor objective. Gluumy's going to watch that restaurant balcony entrance because some people do like to come up that way, but Team Haxx is not one of those teams that will take that risk. Weaz is also securing the restaurant balcony. BONEDADDY seeing a frag come through that no one is actually there. They just threw it for fun. Damo is watching the kitchen. I think it might have been his nade that went out. Astro is now going to come up to that second floor restaurant balcony. And just when the defense has let it go, Astro still looking. Jomo hanging right off the side to BONEDADDY's right.
BONEDADDY's trying his hardest not to make a sound. He is definitely going to have the advantage whenever they decide to punch through that window.
And Weaz takes down Astro at the balcony, restaurant balcony. Weaz is still behind that that bar.
Jomo's finally going to make his entrance.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. Like you said, you don't want to make sound. He's going to rush in there for BONEDADDY to take out Jomo, and that's exactly it. Just don't make a noise, and the attacking team will not expect it.
Yeah, patience certainly pays off in this game. And Damo seems to know where the first is, but not the second, and he gets it by Gluumy.
Yeah, he got the information on where BONEDADDY's location was, but had no information on anybody else except for maybe somebody was in the restaurant. And with Gluumy unaccounted for, well, he's the one that's going to take him out.
That is going to put Team Elo up 2-0, but they're still very evenly matched games. But we are seeing, wow, 4 kills by Gluumy. That's very impressive, and 0 deaths. Wow.
Yeah.
0 deaths on the entire defense, in fact.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Team Haxx is definitely a good team here, and so just because they're down 2-0, even if they're down 3-0, remember they still get to defend. So BONEDADDY will start with armor. Weaz has the M4 and Sticky Cam. Gluumy has armor as well, and we will just wait to see what they use as their primary. They're probably discussing now what to do with that one Sticky Cam. Looks like Weaz is putting it behind the room 207 sign. For the attackers, you're going to have Jomo with the frag, Damo with the frag, and Astro with the frag, because they're all going to go ahead and preserve the stam to make their push in. It looks like this time, though, you had 2 choosing the emergency entrance, and Jomo's the only one choosing that side entrance on the west side.
Yeah, these, well, I guess this is a pretty interesting way to come in. This is not the most popular way to go, though. But it looks like Jomo's just going to kind of listen and wait for his turn to go in.
Yeah, they might be waiting to move in together as a unit, so Jomo is just holding the position, waiting for Astro and Damo to come in.
Looks like they might be forming a position to kind of pinch the defense.
Yeah, and for the defenders, you have BONEDADDY watching the balcony from across the long way. Weaz is looking at the west from room 201. Gluumy is right on that western door where Jomo is. Glummy's getting ready. As soon as that door opens, you would expect the frag to go right in. Damo's made entrance on room 207, and Astro's still hanging off the balcony, waiting for someone who wants to push on the outside, which is a play that gets done. That nade is coming out by Gluumy, and it's just going to avoid Jomo, and Jomo's nade is going to be avoided as well. Oh, that frag went just right through there, and Gluumy will avoid it. Jomo's hanging back right outside again. He does not want to get into trouble early with his team still needing to push in. It looks like the attackers have marked that. Yeah, they've marked 207. Maybe they're trying to mark where the camera was. Yeah, that's what it is. They marked where the camera is. They're trying to find the camera. Not sure exactly its location. It's just trying to deny the defense any kind of information. When you're looking at the planning map in this game, and the defenders put out a sticky cam, there is a very brief blip that comes out on there to notify you, hey, something happened there. So the attackers are expecting the sticky cam to be there. But once you miss that blip, it's gone. So you got to be watching. Gluumy is shooting at Astro and not really connecting there. And BONEDADDY will take out Jomo. Gluumy does have a little bit of pain, 38 health.
Is 2v3 now. Still anybody's game.
Yeah, and Gluumy has trouble in the hall, but he's also got... He knows he's taking hits from the angle in the balcony, so he's going to try to play a little bit closer to the hall, trying to peek out on Damo. Gluumy will take out Damo.
Wow. Okay. And that was a good push by Gluumy. Astro looked like he connected a little bit there.
Yeah, Gluumy's doing all of the work so far for Team Elo, as far as getting kills goes.
Astro's got 1 minute to take out 3 guys. This is going to be tough.
Yeah. And the frag going right out there on Astro, and the frag will take him out. And Team Haxx was playing together, but just like when they start to drop, they start to slow down a little bit more, but you're running out of time just the same. You got to be able to pick up the pace and get the win.
Yeah, once you lose one guy, the game plan sort of goes right out the window.
Yeah, it's amazing when everyone makes strategies of how to attack a certain round or map. You never really plan for the guy who dies, and then you're just like, oh wait, what do we do now? Scramble. So for Team Haxx, they will now defend. Astro's the only one who got a kill there with that last kill that he just got off of Weaz, doing the most damage. But I think what we're seeing here is just patience being the key to victories.
And Team Haxx, we saw them using pretty tactical movements together, and now on defense, that'll probably be very advantageous to them. So I think they'll probably have a very good shot at defense.
Right, yeah, that's another thing too. So you saw Team Haxx, they slowed down the game a little bit on the attack side, which got them close, but didn't really get them the win. But when you're defense and everyone's got to come to you, that high-end communication that Team Haxx has with each other could be a big factor against Team Elo.
It looks like the offense is pretty spread out here. They're going to try to throw the defense off guard that way.
Yeah, Damo's not going to get entertained there on that restaurant balcony, at least at the high end. BONEDADDY is hanging off there. Looks like Weaz is coming up and down, repelling the west staircase. Gluumy is on the balcony where Astro is looking at the room 304 balcony. Jomo's covering the south staircase. Damo's still on the long hall where BONEDADDY's coming up to. Ooh, Damo's now hearing that. Now he's ready. He's focused. And he'll get taken down by BONEDADDY with 64 HP left. BONEDADDY just outgunned Damo.
I'm wondering if he would have waited there a little bit longer, if he would have had a better shot.
Yeah, that's the other thing too that we talk about when defending and patience is, especially when you're a defender, is let the attackers come to you. They have to come to you. Jomo is covering the 90-degree corner of the 4th floor.
BONEDADDY's going to take this opportunity. I don't think he's expecting anybody to peek that 90 because he does have the scar, and that's very dangerous at long range.
Weaz is in a great position to take out Jomo if he can peek, if he can climb up. Actually, I don't think he can repel that window, so he can't. Astro is just holding position, looking through the cracks of, I believe that's 303. That is 303, and Gluumy just hanging right off the side there. Astro does not see the balcony. BONEDADDY will now start to push up. Jomo is going to shoot down the hall, trying to see if he can get somebody. Gluumy notices that gap in the room 303, but Astro's not directly behind it. At the very least, Gluumy knows someone's there.
I think Gluumy might have been shooting in the wrong door there, actually.
Let's see.
Maybe he might go for that defuse. I don't know.
Yeah, Astro seems like he's trying to set up the ambush. Let them start working the objective and then push in on them. BONEDADDY will take out the Jomo, and Astro will get taken out, and Team Elo will just go ahead and defuse the bomb to secure victory number 4 in this match.
That's going to put Team Elo up 3-0. Or actually 4-0, sorry. Team Haxx still doing good, but just can't manage to get that win.
Yeah, Team Haxx is not really losing by much. They're just getting it just so happens that they fall apart at the same time. We see, you know, in the previous match we were seeing, you know, people get, you know, picked off and then so that just kind of put people in tight spots. But with the team that likes to move together, as Team Haxx does, they're just kind of dropping together. Their attack is not really working together. And then their defense rounds have actually... This last defense round they just didn't really work out for them where they were positioned. You have Team Elo, Gluumy with 5 kills, BONEDADDY with 4 kills, Weaz with 3. Check out the damage being done between Gluumy and BONEDADDY.
Keeping their deaths down to a minimum. Only 1 death on that team total.
Yeah. And if I wasn't sick, I would say BONEDADDY. Well, I'm going to just leave that as it today. Astro is going to go with the MP7 and sticky cam. He's using the sticky cam in the objective room. Jomo is going to have the frag and the MP7, and Damo has the MP7 and armor. For the attackers, it's going to be BONEDADDY hanging off the restaurant balcony with the scar and frag. Gluumy has got the M4 and frag. Weaz with the Oppressa, that MP5 SD with a frag.
Looks like Gluumy might get in contact with somebody up in that left window, but no. It's like the defense is just going to hold.
Yeah, and Astro managed to take out... I believe that was Weaz, who was hanging off the west staircase. We saw him repelled off of there earlier when he was trying to look into the restaurant. So now Team Haxx regroup back in that triangle formation.
Astro's pretty near that long hallway. I wonder if he's going to be able to see BONEDADDY here.
Yeah, Gluumy's going to open up the halfway hall. Now, when you have a player like Gluumy, 303 is occupied by Damo. Damo will take out Gluumy, and now BONEDADDY's on his own.
And that's a big kill right there.
That is.
BONEDADDY giving away his position. They were staring. Okay, wow. That's going to be 1 for Team Haxx. Yeah, they were staring at each other for the longest time, but I guess they just couldn't see.
Yeah, so that will... Here we go. That will pretty much put Team Haxx in a different position than they've been in this whole game. They're now in the position of where they have to defend again so they can get another win here, and then on the attacking side, they just have to figure it out on that end. You know, like that one match. Or sorry, that one round win might be enough of like the of getting some momentum to start going back into this. This might not be lost. I don't know how many times we've seen in these ELO matches these like comebacks from nothing, and it's just like, wow, you can really come together. And we're talking about ELO players here, people who are in those ELO matches.
And we saw that that last match between CC and Easy. And Easy did a lot better that second game, so that could very well happen here.
Yeah, you notice the Jomo picked up the M4 from the attackers. So Weaz is coming into 207 with the Oppressor now and frag. BONEDADDY's got the Scar and frag, and Gluumy has the M4 and frag.
And Weaz is pushing in pretty quickly. It looks like both of them are going to try to take this hallway together.
Gluumy's going to push out there a little too hard where Astro is waiting. And Team Elo is going to find themselves short-handed. And Damo will take out BONEDADDY, who just came in there to 207. Weaz is now going to have to go back to 207. He doesn't have to, but he's going to try to go back to cover 207, knowing that there's an enemy there.
Yeah, it's probably going to be his best bet here. He might get somebody coming out to try to tag him on the outside.
Yeah, 207 is going to be the safest bet, because if the enemy tries to leave and come around you on the balcony, you know, you will know it, and at least you can basically focus on one area. Weaz expects somebody to still be in the hall. He's going to go ahead and toss that frag now. Getting shot by down the hall by Damo.
And just like that, it's 2 in a row for Team Haxx.
Yeah, let's see if Team Haxx has a rally in their bones, as they will now attack in round number 7. Now, for Team Haxx, they have won those 2 rounds as defenders, and if you're attacking now, this is like playing a different game again. Right? You gotta figure out, okay, how do we get this to work now as an attacker?
Right.
BONEDADDY has the MP7 and armor. Gluumy, he's got armor as well. Holding onto the Deagle, we'll see what he's going to use for his primary. Weaz is going to go run down the long haul, preserving his stamina. Probably not going to use the commonplace for the camera, because that's where the camera got shot out before. And so he will go ahead and use 307, which is a barricaded room, to place that sticky cam. Gluumy has got the AK, I believe I saw, and Weaz is using the MP7. And you see Damo and Astro moving in on emergency together. Jomo's going to go very quickly right up the restaurant balcony to watch the long haul from the 4th floor.
Jomo's really taking it slow. I'm wondering if anybody's going to be... yeah, I guess somebody will be expecting him. It looks like there might be a peek coming up here. That looks like it was pretty close. I think Jomo might have gotten... he took a little bit of damage, but I think he might have given a little bit as well.
Yeah, they are just going to play it safe, right?
Yeah, the pace has gone down a lot.
I think you're definitely from both teams. We saw Team Elo the very first round, you know, play it safe with the, and then since then they got a little bit more aggressive, but that's where it can come back to bite you against a team as good as Team Haxx. And it looks like Damo is going to land on the 3rd floor, now coming up to the room 304 balcony. Astro is going to come up that west side. Just opening it up is going to give enough information for Gluumy to know that someone's there. And Astro is up on the west staircase, taking fire from across the hall. I believe that was by Weaz. And that was by Weaz. Damo is now in room 304. Jamo has made entry in the long hall. And Astro sees enough of Gluumy to take him out. Now going back to Weaz. Can he finish off Weaz? I don't think so. He doesn't even touch Weaz. And
it does look like that Astro has another grenade, though, if he wants to use that.
Yeah, Damo pushed up. BONEDADDY came out to take him out. BONEDADDY takes out Astro. It is just Jomo left. Now having to take on Weaz and BONEDADDY, who have not been touched. Well, BONEDADDY might have been touched a little bit, but he's got the armor on.
That might be a good grenade right there.
Nice! Nade!
BONEDADDY put himself in a bad spot right there, being in that linen room. There's really nowhere to go once a grenade comes in there. Jomo's going to try to get that pre-fire through that door, but does not hit anything. He's going to go around now. It's going to be basically a battle of the peaks right here. Oh, Weaz pushed out a little bit too aggressively there and shot. Gave himself away.
Yeah. I think it seems like, yeah, Jomo's going to work the objective and just use that hostage for cover. And Weaz does take out Jomo through the hostage, and that will secure them the victory of the first in this best of 3. Team Elo winning 5 out of 7 rounds. On Team Elo, you have Weaz with 4 kills, Gluumy with 5 kills, BONEDADDY with 6. Team Haxx, almost all of them like had a negative KD. Astro was actually just dead even, but there was definitely some gun game deficits that happened in there in that match. The tactics seemed to be there, but the just didn't. No pun intended. Didn't really pull the trigger effectively.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit closer game next match. They really pulled together those last few games.
Team Haxx had a rough start, nearly getting swept by Team Elo. Team Elo proved to be a challenge, but will the talented Team Haxx come back as the series moves on to Residential House? We move on to Game 2 in this series.
This tournament, I would say that this is a favorite, at least from what I've heard. This is one of my favorites. It's definitely a fun map to play, at least.
Yeah, it's Residential is definitely a map that it's like it's in your face, right? As soon as you spawn in, you have everybody kind of on top. The spawns are literally right at the entrances to this building. So Weaz, Gluumy, and BONEDADDY will be the ones on the attacking side here. For the defenders, you're going to have Astro, Jomo, and Damo. And they are going to go ahead and choose that first floor kitchen, it seems. It is. Astro's got the sticky cam. We assume he's placed that in the clock. Damo's got the armor and MP7. Jomo's got the MP7 as well with a frag.
And we saw Team Haxx start to pick it up at the end of last game, so I suspect they'll put up a pretty good fight this go-round. BONEDADDY creeping in the bushes with the scar.
Yeah, Glummy's checking out that living room entrance with the MAC-10. Weaz has a showcase entrance. And BONEDADDY also on the showcase entrance. Now, Team Elo is together.
Glummy's going to try to get some intel through that crack. Sometimes you can. This is the first time we've seen a MAC-10.
That's right. We haven't seen a MAC-10 this game. And a MAC-10 is the weapon of choice for a lot of people who really like that in-your-face fight. That is going to be Gluumy trying to shoot through that window to get the free kill. There is usually somebody sitting in that spot. In this case, there is not. Damo's sitting way back. Now he does see that Weaz is there. Drops Weaz down to 53 health.
Ooh, and grenade misses.
Weaz will take out Jomo. Looks like Weaz is coming around into the maid's room. Gluumy is going to go just outside of the maid's room as well. Weaz getting Damo out with that nade, and it's going to be just Astro left. And
Astro's in a pretty bad position right here with all of them on the defender.
Yeah, Astro is so far down the hall trying to block the entry, but entry team has already made entry.
Looks like Gluumy just tried to bait that defuse a little bit, but I think he can probably safely defuse it at this point.
I think so too. Looks like Gluumy is going to sit on the objective, and BONEDADDY will take out Astro in the long haul, and it's going to be 1-0 Team Elo.
The kitchen is typically the favorite defense spot, so I wonder where they're going to pick this time. It's usually the first floor, though.
Yeah, I think with Team Haxx, though, it happens they left the showcase room too early. They let the attackers push in too far, rather than just covering that entry point, trying to block them from coming out, and that's kind of that turned out to bite them, just not covering that hole. The first floor is pretty large, but
once you finally enter Res House, it's a lot easier for the attackers.
Oh yeah, it's basically you have a lot of options for movement if you let them come through. And when you're doing 3v3s, you got to be a little bit more reserved and play the objective a little bit more. Pull back some. Astro's going to start with the MP7 and Sticky Cam, which he hasn't used yet. Jomo will start with the MP7 and a frag, and Damo will start with the MP7 and armor. Weaz coming in on the backside with pre-fire into the kitchen. BONEDADDY is going to look down through the showcase windows with the Scar. Gluumy, he's going to check out the drawing room entrance with the MAC-10, and he's not going to spot... I believe that's Astro sitting there, because Astro is not looking. Jomo is watching that doorway, listening for anyone who's coming through, and he's readying the nade. Weaz is going to back up. And
Jomo
Weaz,
giving himself away a little bit.
yeah, Weaz expecting, you know, the spot that Jomo would be in. That nade was a better throw, but Weaz was just not up there.
Now Jomo's out of grenades. It's still going to be difficult to get in there, but less difficult now.
Yeah, Weaz is going to sit outside, not wanting to push. They got a little under 3 minutes left to make something happen. BONEDADDY's just trying to see, does someone want to poke out? I'm going to just cover it. Gluumy will take out Astro, who is hiding behind or nearby the drum set. Now he has made entry. That's going to give them some free range to push Jomo here. Damo is looking through the maids. Now with the push in, and oh no! Weaz has put him in a tight spot. Weaz takes out Jomo, and BONEDADDY will take out Damo, and Team Elo is now up 2-0.
That was a little bit too fast to prepare for right there for them.
Yeah, you saw there was a little bit of collision there too when Jomo was trying to move out, and he was just kind of in a stuck spot. There just maybe wasn't some communication between Damo and Jomo, so Damo was trying to come up right behind Jomo. Might have been better off busy playing the short haul, and with that cross up, that kind of made it easier for them to get taken out.
And so far, we're seeing a pretty similar game to last match. Only Astro on the board for Team Haxx.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Jomo will go down the long hall with the frag and AK. I think he's going to try to cover the stairs by the power switch entrance. Damo's got the MP7 and armor, and Astro will have the sticky cam, which has not been used yet, in the MP7. Would think you'd want to use that sticky cam now. This is your last defense before switching sides. And he puts it right down there behind the box for cover. Weaz will come in with the frag, as does BONEDADDY and Gluumy. They all want to blow things up here. Gluumy's the only one with his primary out. It's a MAC-10.
And I think Jomo being on that staircase, if he is still there, we did not see anybody go on the second floor last round, so this might actually be a very good tactic for him to use.
Yeah, and Jomo's going to play a little bit... Damo is playing a little bit further back from the showcase, just trying to avoid that frag. Somebody is rappelling up there. Who's that? That's Gluumy. Gluumy is now on the second floor. He might see Jomo. They'll exchange with each other. Jomo gets some good hits. Jomo's down to 80 health, but Gluumy's down to 70 and will take out Jomo.
That's a tough peek on those stairs right there.
Yeah, Gluumy had more flexibility with the whole floor than Jomo did. And Astro's going to try to meet Gluumy up there. And Gluumy's going to push up. He doesn't realize Astro is there. Astro might... He just needs to push out right now. Gluumy has no clue that Astro's right in that spot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't think Gluumy was able to pick up or Astro was able to pick up where Gluumy was. Gets behind him, and Gluumy takes out Damo. Oh, if Astro had pushed out just a little bit earlier, he could have saved Damo.
I think he just wanted to be further away so he wouldn't hear him push out, but it didn't.
Yeah, just an overabundance of caution. Now, once again, you have the attackers on the objective and the defenders, well, not defending it. This kind of puts the defenders in the attacking position. Weaz is now going to start working the objective. Astro might have heard that. Now going to try to push in. He's going to get picked off probably by BONEDADDY. And Weaz will take out Astro through the door.
Certainly a good effort there by Astro. And that's going to put us at 3-0, Team Elo taking the lead. Everybody on Team Elo looking very good kill and death ratio-wise. Astro's still the only person on the board on Team Haxx. They are still working very well together. This is just a super hard map to defend. Or attack, rather. But yeah, to defend.
Yeah, when you're defending on this map, This is probably one of the harder ones because of the fact that the attackers are so in your face on this particular map. There's multiple entry points into here. So
once you get into that kitchen area, it's a lot of tight corners, and it's just kind of hard to win a firefight there.
Yeah, you're going to see a more traditional defense here from Team Elo. They play a lot of the ranked matches on the ranked Elo matches that we cast on YouTube. And you have Gluumy with the MAC-10 and armor in that showcase room. BONEDADDY's going to take the pantry room by the kitchen with the MP7 and Wedge. Weaz is going to use the MP7, and he put that sticky cam in that traditional spot behind the clock of the residential room. For the attackers, you have Jomo with the oppressor and frag. He's watching the drawing room. Damo, he's got a frag. I don't know what his primary is. Astro has the oppressor and the frag. He's looking at the showcase entrance. Looks like Damo's back behind the kitchen. I'm just going to try to see if he can get a free kill.
It looks like they're taking a similar approach as Team Elo did on the attack. They're just kind of waiting around outside for a second to see if they can see anything, anybody moving around inside. Gluumy might hear something, or at least he suspects something.
Yeah. He's like looking exactly in the right place because he hears that spot-on sound. Astro, I think, might have just started to slow walk. I don't think he was slow walking initially. He's trying to communicate with Damo right now. Damo's going to try to cover that long haul in case someone peeks out. Now gets a shot. Looks like that was Weaz who was going to test the waters there. No one in position to fire back. Okay, Astro's now right up on that doorframe. Gluumy, who just is not really peeking. Oh, does see a leg! The frag gets thrown out. Glummy's going to push out and take out Astro, but Damo's in position to finish off Gluumy. And that is your guy for my guy.
Yeah, nice little refrag there. Jomo pushing in quickly. I think he's going to go try to get this left side of the hostage room. Damo's still hovering around outside. He's maybe just waiting for his time to come in.
Yeah, Team Elo is now going to use the final 2 minutes to go right back on the objective and lock it down. Jomo's now in that showcase room with 45 health left. Damo, full health. He's got the M4, and he's going to try to come in through that 90 degrees, towards that 90 degrees from the long haul. And Jomo takes out Weaz. BONEDADDY will take out Jomo. Once again, 1 for 1. And it is now 1v1. And Damo shooting BONEDADDY through the door.
Might not have been in his best interest to give his position away right there, but maybe he thought he could get him.
I think he was probably expecting more of a double push, one from the maid's room, one from the double doors, and just figured he would try to get the free kill off the bat, but he was just better off pulling back. We talked about this a lot for the defenders. Just wait for the attackers to come to you, then react.
They might have had that camera there still, so that might be why he pushed.
That's true, and that's true too. Yeah, he was shooting towards like the right side, which we saw Damo was actually on the left side of that hall. Well, from BONEDADDY's angle. After round 4, it is going to be BONEDADDY with 3 kills, Gluumy with 4, Weaz with 4, and for the Team Haxx, it's going to be Damo and Astro with 2 kills and Jomo with 1. For the defenders, we're going to have Weaz with the MP7 and Sticky, BONEDADDY with the MP7 and Wedge, Gluumy with the MAC-10 and armor. The attackers is going to be Jomo with the oppressor. That's that MP5 SD with the frag. Damo, he's got a frag, and we'll see what his primary is in a moment. Astro has the, it looks like he has the oppressor as well, the frag.
And we're seeing a similar pattern in the gameplay. Team Elo gets up, and then that's when Team Haxx starts to get their wins.
Yeah, Damo's going to check again, and they're trying to see if he can peek somebody in that room. Astro's going to cover the showcase. Jomo trying to see if someone is there. That is Gluumy, who's not going to take... I don't think he takes any hits from that. Remember, this is an early access game, so the armor count is not necessarily true on the caster side.
I think he might have been aiming a little bit up there.
Oh, frag is down there, and avoiding that is going to be Damo, who's going to throw a frag. Maybe? He's cooking it anyway, and that's going to be out of reach of Gluumy.
Those frags can have a pretty good bounce if you get them at the right angle.
And Jomo's playing on the door. Less than 3 minutes left. And he's going to try to shoot long ways. Trying to see if he can get Gluumy, but Gluumy's in some pretty good cover. Team Haxx knows Gluumy's there. They don't know where BONEDADDY is. They don't know where Weaz is. Weaz could be in a good position right now to make some trouble in Showcase. Weaz is just going to cover that long haul entrance where Jomo was entertaining at first. But Jomo has instead moved down towards the long haul.
Astro's looking like he might officially make his entrance in here.
They've used about half the time in this match. And Gluumy's reloading. Another frag coming in. Oh, that's a perfect nade, but oh, Gluumy just gets out of there. That nade was in his face, pushing in hard. And Weaz will take out Astro. Where was it? Yeah, Weaz was actually... Yeah, he poked out from the living room. And Gluumy took out Damo. And now Jomo gets taken out by Weaz. And that'll be another elimination on Team Haxx. Team Elo, 1 victory away from getting the victory in this bracket. Rather, this round, excuse me. So if you are just joining us, this is the Zero Cup April 2021 tournament. A tournament being run by Zero Cup in the game 0 Hour. Winner of this tournament gets a cool $100. Weaz is going to go place that sticky cam. Yeah, exactly. Gluumy has armor and BONEDADDY has a wedge. It looks like he's wedging that main entrance right into that drawing room. Just denying that entry. Or not necessarily denying, because they can bust it down, but not without revealing themselves. Jomo is starting with the M4, and Astro is starting with the Oppressor, and he's going to come up on that wedged door, which he should see. Maybe he didn't notice it? Or he's just ignoring it, trying to see if he can peek somebody in there. BONEDADDY's waiting patiently. And is Team Haxx giving up on the showcase room, you'd think? Like, Gluumy's there, but it seems like no one's, like, pushing it like they were last time.
It's just not a good... I mean, it is a good entry, but at this point, it's too risky.
All right, it hasn't been working for them. Weaz takes out Astro right at the front door. Team Haxx, down 3 rounds, sorry, is now going to also be short-handed. And Weaz is going to keep firing towards the front where BONEDADDY is watching. No one is up there. But Jomo and Damo both seem like they're going to try to go there. Get in their sights.
They might be able to spot that person in the corner if they just peek.
2.5 minutes left.
And really all Team Elo needs to do is hold, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and Team Haxx was actually setting up for, it looks like, for an entry to get behind Team Elo, but now they're putting themselves in front of Team Elo. At least they're going to try to bait that they're still at that front. Jomo's going to actually go around the hall instead. Damo's going back to showcase, and just getting a piece of Gluumy. That's a huge takeout right there. Jomo's now entering the hall. We'll see if the defenders have any information on that. Weaz and BONEDADDY are both still in the main living room. Damo's watching through drawing. Minute 40 left.
Interesting nade there. I'm not sure if he thought he heard somebody or what.
He was trying to blow up the camera in the clock, most likely.
Okay.
Probably assuming that there was a camera in the clock, and I think he would be correct. Now rushing down! Oh, Weaz was pre-firing in there, just expecting the push at that moment, and he was just shot a little bit too soon. Who is that? That's over there. Yeah, Weaz is around the corner, and Jomo's now behind them. Damo's going to take the entry that Jomo took in. Jomo's pushing in now to Weaz's right. Let's see if Weaz hears it. Weaz does hear it, as Jomo's now rushing a little bit. Damo is going to frag the double doors there to make some noise. That's going to make Weaz get distracted. And sitting on the door, Weaz is going to try to fire in the corner. Weaz is down to 43 health and takes out Damo in the process. Jomo shooting into the corner. Gets taken out by Weaz. And that will put Team Haxx in the loser's bracket.
That is going to put Team Elo up against Team CC.
Unable to recover against Team Elo, Team Haxx will go down to the loser's bracket, 2 games to none. Team Elo will move on to take on the European Team BZH in a best of 3. To get more tournament and Elo matches, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to get notified when games go live. To join the tournament and Elo matches yourself, click on the Discord link in the video description below. Catch you in the next series.